Let's execute an immediate, high-gear tactical vector shift away from the domestic suburbs of bounty hunting and step directly back onto the lethal, calculation-heavy tracking grids of global counterterrorism, clandestine strike operations, and deep-state geopolitical warfare. We are crossing the threshold into the highly fortified briefing rooms of Washington and the dangerous, hidden nuclear facilities of the Middle East with Protect and Defend, an exceptional rapid-pulsing thriller that stands as the explosive 10th milestone case file in Vince Flynn's legendary, chart-topping Mitch Rapp series. This standalone deployment delivers a chilling, deeply strategic exploration of institutional survival, retaliatory warfare, and high-velocity asset extraction. Let's lay out the strategic narrative grid. If you are a fan of relentless, high-octane espionage thrillers where an elite, hyper-focused Black Ops operator must navigate an absolute maze of intelligence agency betrayal, rogue military regimes, and terminal interrogation cells while running an aggressive rescue loop across foreign territory, where an analytical protagonist uses precise firearm tradecraft, infiltration tracking, and urban tracking vectors to dismantle international threat networks, and where the author utilizes an incandescent preemptive strike fallout diagnostic routine to test our hero's structural survival perimeters, this book is engineered to lock you in. Flynn completely dominates the Black Ops noir dynamic, capturing the heart-racing procedural momentum, brutal hand-to-hand mechanics, and unyielding psychological weight popularized by genre titans like Brad Thor, Tom Clancy, Ben Coase, and Daniel Silva, while treating real-world geopolitical engineering, military ballistics, and electronic signals intelligence with absolute technical mastery. The narrative tracking grid zeroes in on our central protagonist, Mitch Rapp. He is the ultimate blueprint of counterterrorism resilience, the CIA's premier shadow asset operating under a strict calculation-heavy routine to eliminate existential threats before they breach domestic soil. His daily workspace is an unforgiving, shifting landscape of hostile desert borders, safe houses, and Langley command centers. His internal defense mechanisms are locked down tight behind a lifetime of tactical conditioning, his entire analytical focus strictly consumed by monitoring threat matrices, mapping out entry points, and executing high-risk combat operations on behalf of the Office of Counterterrorism. The spark ignites when Israel executes a devastating, highly calculated preemptive airstrike on Iran's secret underground nuclear facility. The local diagnostic metrics flatline instantly across the global diplomatic grid. The Middle East is transformed into a hyper-volatile psychological pressure cooker, and a rogue Iranian intelligence mastermind vows to unleash a brutal asymmetric counteroffensive. Mitch Rapp's active scanning perimeter registers that a devastating local anomaly has breached their forward defenses. A high-value American diplomatic asset, CIA Director Irene Kennedy herself, has been ambushed and taken into a highly fortified deep-cover interrogation cell. The tactical parameters instantly explode as Rapp goes completely offensive, transforming into a fiercely realistic, entirely pragmatic weapon. Bypassing standard diplomatic backchannels, he deploys his massive combat profiling tradecraft, lethal infiltration knowledge, and deep counter-surveillance tracking to isolate the coordinates of the hidden facility. When professional cleanup crews, elite foreign hit squads, and calculation-heavy political backstabbers within Washington launch aggressive countermeasures to permanently compromise his existence, Rapp's survival instincts engage their final deployment tracks. Every midnight weapons cache audit, every silent execution of a close-quarters takedown in a dark corridor, and every intense moment of parsing encrypted tracking data chips away at his patience for bureaucratic red tape. What follows is an exceptional high-stakes war of perspective, tactical positioning, and raw human grit. We watch the world's security perimeters completely unwrapped as Flynn reveals how a single miscalculated political choice can trigger a total macroeconomic and military purge across international borders. While Rapp smooths over his team's tactical blind spots with devastating analytical force, a brutal urban confrontation shifts the tracking clock into its terminal phase, proving that the executioners have detected his rescue sweep. To survive the impending locked grid trap and outmaneuver the forces running the scheme, our resilient hero must unleash an absolute unyielding defense of his country and his allies. It is a political thriller, Black Ops espionage, counter-terrorism action, high-velocity military noir masterpiece that treats deep combat logistics and intense physical friction with elite precision. The tension here burns with a sharp, calculation-heavy intensity. We are talking about that high-frequency one tactical delay means the hostage is executed energy, where a sudden screech of tires on desert asphalt, an unexpected infrared laser dot dancing across a concrete wall, or a heavy, possessive realization that your primary secure extraction route has been completely compromised by state security forces carries massive structural weight.
Flynn writes with an exceptionally fresh, vivid, and beautifully blunt voice, perfectly capturing the cold, metallic hum of modern drone surveillance, the oppressive, dry heat of an underground Iranian bunker, and the distinct, subtle scent of gun oil, cordite, jet fuel, and pure, unadulterated suspense. What truly elevates this milestone series entry into elite territory is the author's unmatched ability to balance realistic military realism and genuine intelligence tradecraft alongside a breathtaking narrative pace and deep conceptual hooks. Our protagonist doesn't rely on unbelievable superficial Hollywood superhero action tropes. His immense combat intelligence, strategic patience, and profound loyalty to his close allies match the complexity of the chaotic geopolitical underworld he dominates step for step, making his choices to risk everything feel profoundly authentic and deeply gripping. The pacing moves with calculated momentum, tracking intense tracking maneuvers and breathtaking tactical breakthroughs before ratcheting up to an absolute jaw-dropping final confrontation that delivers total, hard-earned closure to his sector of the grid. Protect and Defend is the definitive pro-level upgrade your high-stakes suspense and contemporary action fiction library demands right now. It is elegant, immensely fast-paced, and utterly unputdownable. It proves that when your entire sanctuary is targeted by a cold, calculating foreign monster, the most revolutionary play you can execute is to check your targets, chamber around, and fight like hell to protect the innocent. So, secure your personal reading sanctuary, review your emotional defensive perimeters, open your Kindle, and prepare to track the asset.